as we get closer and closer to the eventual release and more information of these consoles, both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, of course, we're going to get more things that come out and possibly leak thanks to advertisements and things like that. And that seems to be the case here with a pretty big PlayStation 5 indication that, hey, there's going to be some pretty interesting things coming down the pipe for the PlayStation 5. And again, this is very exciting for me personally, because I like it when this kind of stuff happens, and it's just one of those exciting things that, you know, kind of went by the wayside this past generation, particularly from the Xbox side. But, you know, hopefully this means that we're going to get a lot more options when it comes to next generation, and that leaves me very excited for the future of console gaming in general. So hopefully you guys are on board with what this video is more about. So this was something that came out in a bit of a leaked advert for the PlayStation 5 and pretty much confirms what so many of us had already thought. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with yet another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. It's unscripted, as always. Listen, anybody can sound like a robot and type out some stuff and script a thing. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is so, you know, passe. Like, that's not my jam, right? Like, if I hear something like that on a video, I'm shutting it off. Just to be real with you guys, because I'd rather hear people talk about what they know. And if you know something, you don't really gotta script it out, do you? Because then it just kind of takes the fun out of it. It makes it kind of boring and stuff like that. And I want to be entertaining, and I want to be fun and funny, and, you know, try to do my best to do those kind of things. And so that's why I always do things unscripted. Thank you to all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers, and everyone in between. You guys are absolutely amazing. I have absolutely had a blast interacting with you guys. Please continue to do so. If you want to support the channel, a simple like on a video is all I require. If you really want to support the channel, hey, hit that bell, become a member, whatever. I mean, that's cool. I think that's awesome, and you guys have been nothing short of amazing as fans lately, so thank you very much. Very much appreciated. With that being said, we all like certain things when it comes to a console, right? I can remember back with the Xbox 360, I bought the original Xbox 360. I bought a 360, you know, when they updated it, and then I bought multiple 360 SKUs that were actually different designs. I really love that shiny Xbox 360. I believe it was the S, and then also the E that looked like the original Xbox One when it launched. I bought one of those so it would match the Xbox One on my entertainment center, but I also bought other ones too. You know, there was like the Gears of War one, and, you know, different ones like that. I love custom stuff, you know, custom consoles, custom everything. I think that's pretty awesome, and I really just love the way that they were able to do that. When it comes to this generation, they didn't really do it that often. You know, it was like we got a few custom consoles. Most of them couldn't look good on the original Xbox One because that thing, you know, just wasn't a very good looking console. But at the end of the day, you know, we started seeing some of these other things on the other consoles, and Sony did some custom consoles and stuff like that, and they look pretty good. But now it looks like we're starting to get even more of this stuff, and I think that this is exactly what people kind of wanted to see, and it is very, very exciting for sure. So when it comes to PlayStation, not only are they going to have like this amazing console, but and you know, again, I want to state that I love the PlayStation 5 design. I have no problem with the Xbox Series X design, to be sure. Like, I want to get that out there as you know, factual. Like, I have absolutely no problem with the Xbox Series X design. I think it's a little bit uninspired for sure, but I don't think that it's a bad design. I just think that it's kind of a safe design, and I like Sony's their console design a lot better in terms of, you know, future aspects and things like that. It looked futuristic, and I've mentioned this before. You know, if people were to ask me, hey, what do you think a console in 2020 is going to look like, that probably would have been what I picked, something like that. That would have been much more what I envisioned than Microsoft's, which more or less just looks kind of like a PC tower, in my opinion. So I really do find that to be a pretty incredible design, and now it's leaked. A lot of people were wanting, you know, different types of design. You know, they don't like the white console, or they want one that's in black, and now it looks like we're starting to get some more information that a black edition has possibly been confirmed due to a leaked advert from PlayStation and a promo image. So obviously, you know, this is something that could be pretty incredible to see. But, you know, Sony has actually confirmed that there could be special editions and stuff like that coming down the line, and I think that would be pretty awesome as well, just to kind of get a feel for it. You know what I mean? Just, hey, this thing's going to look incredible, and, you know, it's going to be something that, you know, we're all excited for. For me personally, I like the idea of leaked images of these and special editions and stuff like that. Would I love a black version of the PlayStation 5? Absolutely. Would I love, you know, different different types of ones for the different games they're going to release. I absolutely think that would be the case, right? Like, would I buy more than one? Maybe eventually. I'm not going to buy more than one at launch or anything like that, but I for certain would definitely buy, more than one when it comes down to like a special edition, like a God of War one. When that game comes out down the line, probably in a couple years, I would definitely buy a special edition God of War PS5, just for the simple fact that, it would be something that I would treasure. If anybody knows me, knows I'm a big God of War fan, and that's something that's, absolutely blows my mind how great that game was. And I went in very skeptical because of, being a fan of the original style of those games, where, it was just more of like a kind of a hack and slash type situation, and, you couldn't control the camera angle or anything like that, and the camera angle would go like zoom out and zoom in, and it was like there were things about the game that I didn't like, and then of course we got this amazing kind of spiritual reboot or whatever that kept some of the mythology alive, but was like a completely different game in every aspect. And so, yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I think that that's something that Sony can really kind of hang their hats on. Also, they've actually revealed the PlayStation 5 box art, which I think looks pretty darn incredible as well. If you think about it, it makes a lot of sense with what we've been able to kind of see so far from that console, and it's just like, again, everything that about the PlayStation 5 that we've seen so far is sort of, yeah, we see it. It's pretty cool looking, but it's also familiar. It's new yet familiar, and I think that's something that a lot of people really enjoy about PlayStation. It's like, you see some of this stuff and it looks so amazing, and yet at the same time it's very familiar as well. So I do really enjoy that aspect of the PlayStation 5. Xbox Series X, that has a familiarity as well to me, but it has a familiarity more towards the Xbox One X, where they both kind of resemble mirrors of each other, right? And what I mean by that is the Xbox One X launched and didn't have any exclusives that really took advantage of it, and that's the same thing that's happening with the Xbox Series X. Same exact UI, user interface, OS, all that kind of stuff. So to me, those are kind of mirror images of each other, and not a good thing. Whereas the PlayStation 5, even though the DualSense has that sort of almost look like the DualShock 4, it also looks completely new. So it looks trusty but new and like reinvented, while looks even better. And I love the box art. Listen, I'm not a huge physical gamer anymore as far as buying physical copies, although I did buy a lot of physical copies on my PlayStation 4, and mostly a lot of VR too. Funny story behind that was, I always thought if I hated it or like I got sick of Sony or sick of PlayStation 4 and the VR, if I had the physical copies and my VR and my consoles, I could always sell them and at least recoup some of my money. Whereas if you have digital games, you can't recoup and get anything. You can only sell off your console, and realistically, kind of get ripped off. Like, that's why I've never been a person to sell stuff to GameStop. I've never been a person to do any of that stuff. But I do like the look of the boxes themselves on the PlayStation 5, and if this indeed looks like there is a new edition of the PlayStation 5, I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be smart, but I'm not really sure that that it would make a lot of sense right at launch. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know. But listen, I am looking extremely much forward to seeing exactly what they can do and what exactly they have up their sleeves for the future of PlayStation and for the future of the PlayStation 5 in terms of special editions and stuff like that, because it is a very exciting time, and I got to say, I'm very, very I'm very, very excited by it. I'm also very impressed with what they've shown in terms of games and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see this. Would you guys be very interested in seeing different versions, even the Xbox Series X? I mean, that's kind of a plain Jane console, but would you be interested in special editions? By the way, the Xbox Pope does a ton of special editions, and you can follow him on like Twitter or Instagram, and he does both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X custom console designs, and that guy makes anything look good. So he's done incredible stuff to make both the PlayStation 5 look incredible with custom console designs, as well as the Xbox Series X, and I think that that's really cool, and I hope to see some of those designs down the line. I've been saying that some companies should hire him to do those, and it's been incredible to see kind of how things can look. I personally am very impressed by everything we've seen, and hopefully continue to be impressed later on down the road. But again, this is just one aspect of the whole next generation. Hopefully we can get even more down the line. Games are most important, but also I love stylish stuff. You know, like that's a centerpiece, man. That PS5 console looks so great. You know, people are going to talk about it. The Xbox Series X console, just kind of a brick. So we'll have to see how that goes. They have to sell me on that thing first, but I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what they have up their sleeves July 23rd. You know, talking is over. It's time to show up, Microsoft. And again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hit me up on Twitter at @_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH space Crapgamer, or PSN just Crapgamer. And I try to respond to everybody in a timely manner, but sometimes it might be a little bit of a wait. I've been getting a ton of messages lately, so bear with me. I definitely appreciate you guys. Stay safe, happy, healthy. Thank you for watching one of my videos and taking the time out to do so. Rack 'em up and game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.